So $10,000 is that magic number. It's that number where you go from a boy to a man. It's the number where you don't have to worry about every single little thing that you're going to spend and what every single one of your bills is going to cost, and can you even afford it. And it's also that number that you've been dreaming of. It's the number, the high standard that you've set where you said, if I can just make this, just this per month, my life will be great. And I know right now it feels like you're never going to get there, and you keep telling yourself it's impossible, it's just too much. Can I settle for just $5,000? I don't think I can do it. That's nothing but excuses. You and me both know it, that you're just not willing to put in the work to get there. But what if I told you guys that it was achievable and you can get there a whole lot quicker than you think? What if I said that I had the magic blueprint that could get you guys to $10,000 a month every single month in just 6 months? So you've got two different numbers in your business. You've got your gross, your big dick number, and you've got your net profit, your big dick number. This number over here is extremely inflated. Yes, you can be doing $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 a month in sales, but after all your expenses, your shipping, your cost of inventory and everything, you're only making $2,000 over here where it's net. So a lot of these people online, they're saying they're making $10,000 a month. Well, if that was the case, at one point in time, I would have been able to say I did $25,000 a month. And when you see that inflated gross number, it gets in your head, you're like, man, I am crushing it. I am making a fortune right now. I remember one year I did over $250,000 in sales, but it did it net $250,000. So this number over here, you just need to get it out of your head. You don't even need to look at it. Yeah, you can glance at it to see where your sales are, keep your metrics, but when you're managing down the cash flow, you just need to get it out of your head. All it's gonna do is inflate your ego, make you think you have a lot more money than you do, and that's going to lead you to spend more money. You're going to think, man, I crushed it with $30,000 in sales, and then you're going to go out and buy that new Rolex, and then when it comes time to pay the bills, pay off the credit card, pay off the business expenses, you don't have enough because you didn't net enough. So guys, gross and net, two totally different things. We want to get you guys to net $10,000 a month, not big dick number it. And the way we're going to get you guys to making $10,000 a month is by doing a paycheck breakdown. So what is that? So every single month or every single week, however you guys have it set up to get paid, let's say we're going to do this on a 30-day timeline. So end of the month, here's your final numbers. This is everything you've sold. It's sitting in the bank account. So what do you have to do? Obviously, you have to pay off any business expenses that you had. Any kind of debt that you had from the business for that month, you need to pay it off first and foremost. When you have everything paid off by the end of the month, your inventory's paid off, your shipping's paid off, if you have employees, you've paid them, this is what you are left with right here. And what you need to do first and foremost, right off the top of the bat, is take 30% of that, put it to the side, put it in a savings account, a checking account, cash it out, put it in a shoebox in the drawer. That's going to be your number for taxes. A lot of people don't set money aside for taxes. Then when it comes time for taxes, they have to cut into all their profits that they made, and then it's just gone and you have nothing to show for it. You need to plan for this because taxes aren't going anywhere. These are going to be here every single year. They're going to stab you in the back. I just paid mine yesterday and it bit me over and didn't even take me out for dinner. So what do you do with what's left? Well, this is how you get to scale your business. So in the beginning, you can break it 75% back into the business, 25% to pay yourself. Obviously, you have to pay yourself. So let's say $5,000 was your net number. You're gonna take $2,500, put it back into the business to get more inventory, to make more digital products, whatever it is that you're doing, that you're selling online. So you guys know that I resell sneakers. So what I would do is take that $2,500 and buy more sneakers so I can grow my inventory. If you grow your inventory, you have more eyes on it, you get more sales. If you're doing a digital product, you can take that $2,500 to get better equipment to optimize your digital product making. You can pay it out on Fiverr, you can hire somebody, you can get a staff, you can get a better computer, push out more digital products, put more into advertising to get more eyes on it. And that's how you're going to start to scale your business. And you're going to do that every single month. So if you sold 20 products this month, you got 20 for sale, well next month you have 30 for sale and you sell 30. Well then you take your 50-50 split and then the next month you have 40, 50. And you can see where we're going with this, just like me. I started out with like 100 pairs of shoes. I'd split the profit 50-50. The next month I had 150, 200, 300, 400, and it just kept growing. And as you sell more, that big dick number over here, it's going to grow. So instead of having $5,000 left at the end of the month, it can be 75, and then 8,000, and you're doing a $4,000 split. And it gets to a point where you don't physically need to pay yourself anymore because you're like, man, I'm living fine on $3,000 a month. Well, then you don't need to split it 4-4. That's when you can put a little bit more into the business. And something good that's going to keep you guys accountable on your cash flow is planning ahead in the future. you need to already be months ahead in advance. If you've got a digital product now, you need to be thinking how you can make that better. You need to think of how you can have another one or a second business. And that's going to help you so much with your cash flow. If you don't even have a plan and the money's just coming in, you're going to be like, man, I want to take a trip this month. Good luck. If you don't have a plan going into it, the money's going to be gone, the business is going to fail. There's a huge reason why a lot of businesses fail. Their product's not good, or they don't know how to manage it and they run it right into the ground. I don't want to see you guys do this. You need to be planning months in advance. For me, I'm already ordering inventory and buying inventory for the next month and the next month. And I'm already setting money aside for the taxes. I've already got some profits invested in other ways. And if you're planning ahead and you're looking further into the future of how can I make my website better? How can I make this product better? How can I speed up this? Find distributors and all these other ways that you can enhance your business. Well, then it's going to manage your cash flow for you, because obviously people are going to be needing the money. You're going to go ahead and need to prepay. Looking to the future is going to keep you accountable, and it's going to help you scale. If you're not looking ahead, you're going to be stuck in the same place. So if you're wondering why your sales are $3,000 every single month, you're not looking ahead, you're not planning ahead, you're not buying ahead, and you're always going to be stuck there. So keep your eyes on the horizon, but also shoot for the stars, and that's going to keep you accountable and not let you blow as much money. And then once you've got the ball rolling, you're planning ahead, you've got money already being thrown out there on incoming stuff and incoming jobs and future projects, well, then you need to figure out how to cut back. But let me explain. I know you're saying that's counterintuitive. You're telling me to look for the stars, but now you're saying pull back. What I'm saying is figure out how to optimize it to do this same exact thing cheaper. So if you're ordering inventory this month at blank amount of dollars, figure out how can you get it a little cheaper. Can we do a bulk deal? Can we order prepaid ahead of time? Do I need to get a certain amount of minimum order quantity? Something as simple as getting your shipping labels cheaper online through Pirate Ship, or there's so many different businesses out there now that you can get them, but how can we avoid the tariffs that's going on? Can I get this product in the USA? Or whatever it may be. And a huge thing that you guys need to take advantage of is cash back on credit cards. If you already know that you're gonna pay this guy to do that job, or you're gonna buy this amount of quantity of inventory with cash, just do it with the credit card and get the cash back. I literally just got a credit card a couple days ago that gave me 2% cash back, which was better than the one I had before at 1% cash back. I'm gonna make those purchases either way. I'm gonna pay that card off at the end of every single month. So go ahead and get the cash back. If you're putting out $10,000 in inventory, 2% cash back on that, you're feeling pretty good about it, because it's money that's just coming to you for doing nothing. You're going to purchase it either way. And if you have the money to pay off the card instantly, it's just money back in your pocket. And another thing you need to take advantage of that's going to act as secondary income is when you've got the money sitting there, don't just let it sit in a checking account. It's a waste of time. Open a savings. Put it in an uninvested on Robinhood or uninvested on Fidelity, or even go one step further and put it into something invested so you can get some cash back on that return. I never knew what it meant to have your money work for you, but if it's sitting in my checking account, it makes a few dollars a month. If I put it in the savings, well, it tripled. If I put it in the uninvested on Fidelity, I got 4% cash back, or 4% return on my investment. So when you're growing that depth and you've got this number over here net, you've paid everything, you're doing a 50-50 split, and you're like, man, I don't need this much. Well, don't let it just sit there. Let it make you extra money and start building that wealth. So then when you think about it, well, you're making more because you've scaled the business. You're also getting the cost down cheaper, so your margins are better. You're then getting cash back, so you've got an extra $1,000 a month coming in that you never had before because you were just paying it straight outright in cash. And then the $10,000 you've got sitting there is now making you 4% per month. Like, guys, levels to this. Now, I know the big question, how fast can I truly do this? Well, you could get there within 18 months. And I know that's not what you're wanting to hear. Man, I don't want to wait a year and a half to make $10,000 a month. Or I don't want to wait 2 years. Okay, in the meantime, if you don't take these steps and you keep doing exactly what you're doing, you're going to keep making that $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 a month. Or you can keep doing exactly what you're doing, optimize it a little bit, and then in 2 years, you can either be at $3,000 to $5,000 a month, 3 to 5, or you can be at 8 to 10. So, I mean, it's up to you. How lazy are you truly going to be? You can get there. It's always going to take time. It's not an overnight success. If you're clicking on any of these videos hoping for that overnight success and they're selling you a course, you just got scammed. I hate to tell you, but it's a waste. If you're going to be doing this exact same job, just figure out how to do that same job better. Stick with it. 2 years, $10,000 a month. And how much older are you? You're 2 years older. You're still in the prime of your life. You're not going downhill in just 2 years. It's well worth the grind. Stick to it and you'll get there too.